Post is directed by Steven Spielberg, and it stars my man Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep, and it tells the true story of the Pentagon Papers. This was a big, like, historical event that happened roughly about 5, 6 years after the Vietnam War, and it's about the government having these, having this, not having this secret and not telling the public, and so then when the Washington Post finds out, they had this dilemma where can we publish this, or it's like we're gonna get in big trouble, and so Tom Hanks plays the owner of the Washington Post, Ben Bradley, and he and Meryl Streep decide, can we let the public know about this stuff, or are we going to get in huge trouble with this? And there's also this other paper, the New York Times, who's having the same trouble, and so the problem is the Washington Post is having trouble catching up with, putting stuff in, the New York Times Washington Post having trouble putting up stuff in their paper because the New York Times was get to them first. And I would say that the first half of this movie is definitely a struggle to get through. It's really slow. It does take a while to pick up, but then the second half of this movie definitely is the better half of this film. I still enjoyed the film though, even though I said but the first half is definitely really weak. It does take a bit of time to get used to, but I mean, I really appreciate these historical kind of movies, these true story movies. I really appreciate them now, and so, man, guys, I enjoyed this movie, despite the fact that the first half definitely is a bit slow, and it does take a while to pick up, like, where we're going to be going with this. But then the second half does pick up a little bit, does pick up much better than the first half. So, if you're going into this movie, don't have your expectations as high as I did, because then you kind of be a little bit disappointed. But then thankfully the second half is much stronger than the first. But overall, The Post is definitely an enjoyable movie to go see. It's not you don't have to rush out and see this movie, but definitely see it. I'm definitely happy that I did see it. Am I regretting not putting it on my best of the year, not seeing it last year to put it on my best of the year list? No. I'm not regretting seeing it earlier to put it on my best of the year list. I actually couldn't see this movie last year because this movie released in January for me. But still, do I regret not putting it on my best of 2017 list? No. I mean, it would have possibly been an honorable mention, but it wouldn't have really made the list. Which is how it is. I'm going to give The Post a B-. It does have a very weak first half. It doesn't really know where it's going, but the second half really picks up and much stronger. It's much stronger. So, you guys, have you seen The Post? Let me know what you thought. Leave it down in the comments below what you thought of it. And as always, if you like what you see here, comment and subscribe. Movies would be good, movies would be bad, but I'll ruin them anyways. Catch you later.